Hello guys, Zach here again, and today I've got another old game, well, kind of old. It's from 2011, I think, and today we've got FeAge versus USK Love, and you know this is fairly old because FeAge is L-Clan FeAge here, not just RVK FeAge or Slipknot FeAge, but L-Clan FeAge, and this is a 1v1 in a final of a tournament. I think it was the Swiss or German tournament, and this was played last year. And I thought I'd show you this one because it was a final, and I'm going through all the old tournament games and finding the finals where they look interesting. And the reason this one I've chosen is because we've got FeAge in green here playing as Britons to the south of the map, and up to the north playing as in grey is Britain's USK Love. And so this guy's doing a Britain's war, which again we don't often see. So just like the last video, we've got something a little bit different, and I'm going to speed things up as we get going. And let's just quickly check the map. It is coastal, which does mean we have got water around the whole of the outside, and we have got land connecting them in the middle. Of course, this can be very easily walled. This is the only land connecting them, and there's not even shallows over here either. And ooh, that is not very good at all. FeAge just lost his scout there very early on, and you never want to lose your scout that early on, because it's really important to scout your opponent to see what they're doing, where they're at, and you know, all those important things that you can gain from scouting, like where their gold is, for instance, where they're collecting wood, where you can go harass and things like that. But both these guys are going to be getting docks, that is for sure. You'd be mad not to with the amount of water that you have got around, and where you place your dock is very important. I don't know if Love is going to actually have a very good position on his dock here. I think he's actually scouting the shoreline a little bit here just to find a decent place, but unlucky for him, he hasn't chosen a very good spot at all. He's got very bad fish. He would have been better off docking here on the front and taking these big fish in the center, but at the back the only fish he's got is these small shorefish here, and they really aren't going to be that good for him. Alright, yeah, they'll give him a little boost earlier on, but they gather really slowly. If he'd have docked on the side, he would have had some big fish in the corner right here. If he'd have docked on this corner, he would have had big fish as well, but the place that he has docked has no good fish at all. FeAge is docked in a decent place. He's got some big fish as well, and sorry, not as well. He has got some big fish, whereas Love hasn't. So I imagine FeAge is going to gain a nice little advantage on the water right now, due to the fact that he is going to have the bigger fish, and that means that he is going to have better economy earlier on as well, which is great for him. But what is Love gonna do a bit later on? Well, we just have to wait and see. Maybe these guys are gonna wall. Yeah, Love is actually walling the center here. That's a little bit confident from him. If you wall the center, one would assume that you're feeling pretty confident about winning the water, due to the fact that, hey, we're not going to attack on land, we're going to attack on the water. And to be fair, Love is kind of in a good position to actually wall, because FeAge did lose his scout, so he's got no idea what is going on behind these walls. It's going to be about gaining the water control, and FeAge may be able to do that, but who knows? Love is going to be able to put up a bit of a fight as well. Bear in mind, this is the finals. Taking deer here, pretty far away from anything at all. You may build a mill on these berries here to drop the deer meat off at. Yeah, kind of a bit awkward position on these deer. He didn't decide to lure them in with his scout, and judging by the amount of wood that FeAge is suddenly collecting, there's 28 villagers on wood pretty much. He is going to go heavy grush. Second dock already up, and he will be creating a third, no doubt, as well, as is the usual thing to see. Britain's nice early game economy actually. They do get sheep gathering bonus. They gather from sheep very quickly, and a shame to let that one rot away a little bit there, but oh well. He is not going to be in too much need of that much food if they're going full galley rush, and of course he has got his fishing ships on the water as well. Love really without many ships at all at this stage. He has got 5, and FeAge does have 7, which does mean that FeAge's eco is going to be a bit better off, and obviously Love is gathering from Shorefish, which is really going to slow him down. I think neck and neck onto the feudal. FeAge is going to reach it just a little bit earlier by the looks of things, and by the time he does get there, he's going to have a lot of wood to be able to pump out those galleys. He may be getting another dock very shortly. He's walled himself in, so we have got a bit of no man's land in the centre. Not sure why he's walled this side. It would have been more sense to wall this area here and then save this gold and stone on your side of the wall, but nevertheless, he is going to go for water control, and at the moment he has only got 2 docks, so I will expect another dock to come out fairly shortly, and I think it's only a matter of time now until he does. He's built his second lumber camp so he can continue to be very efficient on the water. Love just a few seconds behind right now into the fuel age, and 4 villagers onto gold, which does indicate that he will go for 3 docks. There we go, third one coming down, and galleys coming out, I imagine, and it's going to be very important to gain water control on this map. Bear in mind, every area of the map is pretty much exposed from the shoreline, so if you do get to a late game and you can upgrade to war galley and galleon and really harass from the shore. Look how close this is to his town centre. That could be hit with some galleys with war galleys, galleons with bracer. So, and obviously as well, the extra range that Britons do get gives them a massive help with this. There we go, first galleys coming out, and FeAge is looking to get aggressive very early on. 12 minutes in, and he is sending his first galleys across the water. Let's see what Love has got to defend. Well, at the moment, not too much, just 2 galleys. Third dock just coming out, and FeAge first to get the 3 docks. So he will be up there first. He may... Actually, no, he won't. I was going to say he may be able to prevent these villagers from making this dock here, but he is going to have to go back. He will get caught out of position by these 2 galleys, and he'll be like, yeah, crap. We know what FeAge is like. He'll probably be swearing very, very much at this guy right here, cursing him for all he's worth. But he can regroup just back here and continue to send his galleys forwards. 3 docks and a nice little advantage early on, I've got to say. He is, of course, going to be able to keep pumping these guys out. He's got just the right amount of villagers on gold, plenty of villagers on wood as well. We may even see a 4th dock if he deems it necessary. Bear in mind, Love is going to be able to actually attack on the land if he wants to, catch him off guard perhaps, but we never know. We'll have to wait and see. If an idle villager there, he has double walled this as well, so he's a little bit wary of FeAge attacking on the land. Not that he will, because we know that he is going for full grush. Love is actually getting a few galleys of his own, but I don't think he's going to have enough at this stage, to be honest with you. He is going to be a little bit out of luck when FeAge does come running on up with his galleys. He's not got +1 just yet, nor has Love, and it's going to be a few moments or a few minutes until they do get +1. Nice little micro, or as FeAge would say, micro, on his galleys right there, and bringing them forwards, and he will be able to pick off a few of Love's ships. He's going to get this one if he keeps microing like he is doing, continuing to move forwards. The problem is, with being such an aggressive type of attack, you do get whittled away at your opponent's base as they continue to bring out fresh galleys from their docks. Your galleys have got a much further distance to travel till they can get to the action. Not much looking to be happening on the ground though. Love actually stone walling here, so he is looking to get very defensive by the looks of things, and if he does wall up in the middle and he manages to win the water, then it's going to be very hard for FeAge to combat that. FeAge with the score lead though, I imagine that's because he has got more military. 4th dock, if I remember correctly, going up. Yep, there is 4 there now indeed, and he is going to be continually making galleys from these docks, I imagine, just waiting for this one to be queued. He can afford it, he's just forgetting to queue them. And he will be able to take water by the looks of things. Love is going to have to do something a little bit, well, maybe not spectacular, but he will have to abort mission perhaps with the water, or at least get another dock out. He can't win water with 3 docks at this rate. Maybe he could go to the Castle Age and get some fires perhaps to combat the galleys, but we'll have to wait and see. He's not really got any eco for it. Looking at it, loves food there, only 200 food, 100 gold, and FeAge is in the lead with food and gold as well. So FeAge now pushing out with these galleys. He has got the numbers he needs to probably win the water here. He's going to be able to keep reinforcing very easily indeed, and he will be able to micro these in as well. Let's see how well he does. He's going to be able to pick off this one. Very nicely done right there. He's got +1 as you can see. So has Love right now, but he's going to pick off this one as well. Very easily done, and continuing to move in. He's almost doubling Love in fleet size, and he will definitely take the water here. Love having to retreat with his fishing ships. Not that they were doing that much anyway, just with these shore fish. And bear in mind, FeAge's fishing ships have gathered up most of the big fish now, and he will be able to move to these big fish if he needs to, which is really going to help his eco out, definitely. And Love, is he continuing making galleys? Well, he's actually stopped galley production. He's going to have to abort and go to plan B as the whole of his navy is taken out. Very nicely played by FeAge there, getting the water control that he needs, and he may be able to do a nice bit of harassment from this shoreline here. Love with a ton of villagers on these berries. If FeAge comes in at the right time, right here, he could snipe a few of these villagers off, and Love realizing what's going to happen, moving his villagers out the way. FeAge trying to get a pick, but just missing out there on these villagers, and Love getting inside of his town centre. Very messy from him. A barracks going down. Maybe he's going to transfer to land, but I think he's going to have to go for a castle and then do something from there, castle age wise. FeAge will be castle first by the looks of it though, as he only needs another 200 food, and he will be in the money, as it could be said. He will be able to continue to gather plenty of fish with these fishing ships right here. He's built another dock on this corner just so these fishing ships can make the full most of these fish, and he will be in a great situation right now. He's just building a market as well. I noticed he's spent 100 gold, 100 where is it, 100 stone right there, and there is a counter coming down in the corner. I thought this might have been regicide for a second. Let me just check. This is a bit odd. I just realised this. Where is it? Time limit game. Ah, it's time limit, that's why. Player with the highest score wins at the end of the time. Of course, Love could resign as well. FeAge getting very far ahead right now. And, oh, this is nice. Love sending a transport ship over. FeAge is going to see it, though, with these fishing ships. His fishing ships being awkward bastards, getting in the way right there, preventing this guy from landing. And don't land there, land on the other side of the wall, come on. And what's he landing? He's landing some villagers down. FeAge sending some villagers over to clear this up, and he is on the way up to the castle age as well. Love is landing there, having to be aborted, and this is not going to be nice as FeAge's fleet comes in, traps the transport ship, and bye-bye villagers in there. Love really struggling right now. He is going to be up for a real hard time. Look, 35 population, FeAge on 65, up to the castle age as well. Love really not doing so good right now. He is struggling here, getting a market up as well. Perhaps he's going to buy some food. He has got a lot more gold than he needs. He's not continuing to make galleys, so he really doesn't need that many villagers gathering gold right now. He only actually needs, well, he doesn't need any at this stage. He needs food to get up to the castle age, but he could do with just 3 on there, so he could take another 2 villagers off gold, perhaps put them on to food. He's got quite a bit of wood as well. Maybe he's going to try and retake the water. It's not looking very promising for him at all. FeAge is going to be up to the castle age in just a momento, and just fast forward till he gets there. I imagine he'll upgrade war galley and harass from the shoreline. Love not going to be able to, Love not going to be able to make another transport ship from here and try and land him. Fortunately, FeAge did have these fishing ships, and look how many he's got now. He's got good 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 fishing ships right there, so his eco is absolutely rocking on ahead, and 1,000 score lead in the lead as well, up to the castle age. Love is way behind. He's got way too much gold. He needs to buy some food and get up to the castle age as fast as he can. Very imbalanced eco for him, and FeAge is just playing it cool and continuing to make fishing ships. Transport ship coming out, war galleys just being upgraded. Bye-bye dock, that is not going to last, as well as the docks at the back. Love pretty much trapped, and bear in mind, Britons can do a great boom. Look at this town centre coming up at the back, because town centres for Britons are a lot cheaper. They don't cost nearly as much gold, sorry, not gold, as much wood as they do for other civilizations. So they do have very cheap town centres, and they can do a great boom. But FeAge is just going to send over some villagers in a transport ship. He's going to land him, I imagine, and spam crossbowmen or archers in his face, and love getting an archery range out. He is up to the castle age now though, so it's not all over for him, but I've got to say, it's not looking promising. A whole 1,500 score behind as FeAge sends these villagers over in the transport ship. What's he going to be able to do? Well, I think Love is going to see that. There's an outpost right there. 2 stables coming out, so he's going to actually spam some knights. And I don't blame him. Knights are a lot easier to start getting going because they don't require any upgrades, as he would have to upgrade the archers to crossbows if he wanted to actually make crossbowmen. And he is going to start getting out some knights over this side of the map. Of course, Love knows what's coming. He's got the watchtower at the outpost here, but he's making archers, and archers aren't really going to be able to combat a few knights, and he's going to have a tough time, I think, starting to re-wall over here. He's not giving it up just yet, and there is only 400 years on the clock. Could you imagine if there were 400 real years? Wow, I'd be here for the rest of my life doing this game. And so would FeAge, and so would Love, and we'd probably die mid-game, but nevertheless, FeAge coming in, and with these knights, he's going to be able to do quite a bit of damage. Love making some spearmen, and FeAge has got the +1 attack, +1 defense on these guys. You do need +1 defense, and ideally +2 if you're going to use knights for raiding, as getting close to the town centre is always a little bit awkward when you have got a few knights. If you're not quick enough at getting away, the town centre can pick them off pretty easily. A couple of mangonel, a mangonel and a battering ram coming out. He's going to try and take out Love's town centre right now. Love, of course, has he's just bought some stone. He really wants another town centre. I imagine he is going to make another one very shortly, and he is starting to mass up some army right here. So it's not all over for Love just yet, though he is going to really struggle coming from behind right here. FeAge with quite a few knights now, and Love with crossbowmen and spearmen. He could just hold him off. Another town centre going up on this gold, on this stone at the back, and I think FeAge has probably got 3 town centres up right now. There's one at the back here, one at the starting position, and no, he's not actually got 3. He's probably feeling very confident that he won't need 3, and I think it's only a matter of time before Love decides to get 3 as well. He will need a little bit more stone before he does so. And now FeAge moving in with the battering ram and the mangonel, as well as these knights. I think FeAge could take the game here. If he breaks this, then Love is really not going to be able to do anything whatsoever. Mangonel just firing a few shots off, picking off a villager, starting to pick off the spearmen as well. And once these spearmen are gone, the crossbowmen really aren't going to be able to do so much against this many knights. I know there's only, what, 5 there, but bear in mind we've got a ram battering down this town centre, and the mangonels from behind as well, just to top things off. And of course the war galleys from the water providing constant harassment. Love really didn't stand much of a chance once he lost the water control. Great play from FeAge right there, just demonstrating once again how important it is to get water control on maps like these. Not only does it mean you can get lots of fish boom, and have a really nice eco, but it does mean also that you can harass your opponents from the shoreline, really just knock their confidence and deny them important scouting that they could have otherwise. Love really not being able to defend himself against such an onslaught, and FeAge just the better player in this situation. There is another game between these two guys which I will show you, or do a commentary of very shortly. I think I'm going to record it straight after this one actually, and we'll have to just see how that one goes. Judging by this one, it may be a walkover for FeAge. We'll have to just wait and see. But yeah, this was the finals of a oh no, not a German one. It was a CWL. I can't even remember the name of it. My bad. I'll remind myself for the next commentary to let you know what it is. So thanks for watching, guys. I've been Zach, and I'll see you next time.